Okay. Alright. Now, first of all, I know I haven't done another life update lately, and I promise if anybody wants to see that, I will do one soon. But, uh, this needed to be said, like today. So, yeah. I don't even know how to start, even though I just went over this in my head. And I'm gonna try and do it in one take because I don't have a video editing thing on here. So, sorry if it gets rambling. Um, but basically, the gist is some things went down the past week and a half, I guess. I guess you can say it like that. Some things were said. I'm a twat, basically. And I'm just trying to balance out the karma, I guess. Well, there's several reasons that I'm doing this, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, basically, last week, I went to a show with my sister and my roommate and her friend. Well, my friend too. Anyway, we went to a show and it did not end well. I mean, the show was. I was not. Yeah, it was bad experience. Let's just say that. Um, Several reasons why. Main reason. Because we went. Well, I'm not really entirely sure why my roommate and her friend went. Well, I do, but it wasn't for the same reason. The reason I went to this show is because there was a certain performer, which, by the way, we will not be using names. So, but if you know me at all, pretty sure you can figure out who was in this play. Yeah. So, first of all, that was my mistake. You should never go to something just for somebody else. Is that right? Does that sound right? You shouldn't do something because of somebody else. I went because it really screwed up my perspective of this play. Let's be real. First of all, oh God. First of all, went into the. I didn't know anything about this play. That was my first mistake. Didn't know anything. Didn't know the premise. Didn't know who else was in it. Didn't have a clue what the plot was. All I knew was this person was in it, and that was enough reason for me. So, we went and sat in the front row, and turns out this play is about racial tension, I guess. Well, I think it's about a lot of stuff, but basically it is based on a book. The play's called Native Son, by the way. The play is based on a book written in the 30s. It was written in the 30s, or it's supposed to be the 30s. I don't know exactly. Yes, I know I'm still an uneducated twat. But still, okay. So it was set in that time period. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that's where the premise was coming from. I didn't know. All I knew was they were basically making the white man bad. I was offended. Severely offended. And I shouldn't have been, because it was written the way that it was, the time that it was written, it was pretty accurate. Let's be real. It was pretty accurate for the time period. But, that aside, any other show that I have seen this person in, they have been the main focus of the show, basically. Pretty much. So, here I'm thinking it's going to be like that. And this person was in the play for about 15 minutes. total. So that just left already a bad taste in my mouth. I'm just like, what? Why? No. The whole reason that I came to see this is for somebody, and what? He's only on they're only on stage for, like, what? Like, they had, like, 6 lines, and I'm just, the whole time I'm going, you suck! You're a commie! Bleh. Yeah. If you've seen it, you know. So, that was me being mad. To add to that, like I said, it was racism. Basically, bad white people, something like that. Anyway, you can look up the summary, but basically, me being Southern, obviously, I'm just like, oh my god, really, we're gonna complain about the blackness, the black integrity, inequality, whatever. Which, okay, yes, that's wrong. It was accurate for the time. I should have been more open to it, but like I said, I was already pissed off because so-and-so wasn't the main focus. And I'm just like, oh my god, why? And then I got angry about that to the person. And I was like, why the hell did I come out here and watch this god-awful play that offended the shit out of me and paid like $40 all in all with the tickets and the taxis and all this crap to be offended for an hour and a half? Why? And then, I'm so awesome being totally sarcastic, I took it to lash out at this person. But not in person. No. Because that would be way too grown up and cool. And I was this is how upset I was about the whole thing. I was so upset that I just, as soon as the show was over, I left. Like, I was like, we need to go. We need to get the hell out of here. And I was so upset. And I know it doesn't really make sense to people if you don't know me and this person and my relationship to this person. But if you do, you know that is a huge deal. The fact that I did not stick around and was like, hey, hi. No, the fact that I left without even caring if I saw that person, it sounds really bad, I know. Like, I'm saying it in my head, and I'm just like, oh my god. But if you know me, you know that it is a huge deal. Okay? And then, I was so upset that I took it to get on Twitter and tweet this person and basically said, I can't remember the exact thing because I deleted it, by the way. But, basically said, thanks a lot for the white guilt. What? Not only did this person not invite me to this thing, he didn't even tell people about it, really. He didn't promote it that much, and he wasn't even in it that long. He didn't put a gun to our heads and make us go. And I'm pretty sure that he didn't even know we were there, or that we were going, because if he did, he probably would have been like, don't. But instead, but here I am, like, douchebag, god, ugh. Thanks a lot, asshole. Alright. Okay, I may be an asshole, but I am an asshole who knows. I know that I was in the wrong, but I say things and I do things without thinking, and just later I pay for it. So, basically, after the fact, I was just like, oh my god, why did I say that? Well, initially, I was a little unsober, okay, and I was just like, you know what, I don't care. I don't care. Even if it is wrong, I don't care because I'm so pissed off. That place sucks. And it needs to be wiped out. Like, whatever. I don't even. Anyway. So then I went to New York. Well, I went to Canada and then I went to New York. So I was out of town and I was just like I was out of town on a fun family vacation and I was feeling guilty about this because I was just like, oh my god, why did I say that? That is so, So, I wanted to do something that, well, okay, and the other thing is that this play is a big deal because it is, it's controversial and it's like, it's a big deal to put, and it was new. It's a new play, and like they're still they're still fixing it. Like it was previews, and I felt really bad because I feel like this person was excited or, you know, proud, because that's what somebody said. He was probably proud of it, and you just like shit all over him. It would be, it was a big deal that he was a part of this, honestly. And like politicians from Chicago came to it, and the fact that his name is even attached to it, it's a big deal. And I just shit all over it, and I felt really bad. And I wanted to make it right, and do it in a way that he knew I was sorry, and yeah, that he knew I was sorry, that I didn't have to sit through the play again, and doing it in a way that he knew that I wasn't just trying to save face. Like, oh, I'm really sorry, still love me, haha, yeah, like, you know, just another chance to see him or something. So, two things happened. And I would like to stress that the two things were not supposed to coincide. In fact, the second thing was not even supposed to happen and was not even related to him. So, preface? Anyway, okay, so initially, while I'm out of town, I'm thinking, okay, I need to make this right. So, what I did was I ordered something and had it supposed to be delivered to the theater. And all it basically said was, sorry, I'm a brat. Have a good rest of your run. All the best, whatever. It was really grown up, and it was really, like, non-gushy or whatever. It was a big deal for me to just say that. I mean, it really was. And if you know who this person is, and you know, yeah, you know. If you don't, then this makes absolutely no sense, and you can ask out. If you really want to know, you can ask me about it, but so, yeah, I did that, and I was just like, okay, you know what, he'll know, it's okay, I won't have to see him again, I'll just die of embarrassment. But at least, and the other thing, the fact that he had, like, no screen time, and then he gets a package delivered, you know, shows the rest of the cast, hey! Guy's a big deal. Yeah. Probably didn't happen, but anyway. So I ordered this thing, okay? Okay. And then, after all that, I had tweeted the lead guy in the play and was like, basically I was like, your play really sucked, but you were really good in it. Why am I such an idiot? Anyway, so this person finally responded and was like, hey, I'm sorry that you didn't like it, but maybe you should try and come see it again. And you know what? I was like, you know what? Okay. That's probably a good idea, because I won't go into it thinking I'm only going to see this person. I won't go into it offended. I know what I'm getting into. I can see it with an open mind. And I really did want to do that. I really wanted to enjoy the play and, you know, enjoy it for what it was. So, I said, okay. And Victoria went home with my parents, so it was going to be my first night alone in Chicago. And I was like, you know what, I'll just go on that Friday. So, because I don't have anything better to do, I'm getting home and then I work the next day. I still have a day off. So, I'll do that. Go to buy the tickets on Friday, and there's only 2 seats. 2 seats in the front row. Center. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, God. So, I bought them. I did. Or I bought one. Yeah. And my roommate didn't want to go, so I went alone. So, now, not only did I get to sit front row center alone to see a play that I didn't even like again, but now this person knows that I'm there, and if he doesn't, then he's going to see me again and be like, oh my God, why? And then, after all that, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Turns out, the freaking cookies, they were cookies, yeah. Cookies got delivered the day that I went. That was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to be like, hey, I'm really, really sorry. Here's cookies. Love me. By the way, I'm in the front row. No, that wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to be like a me thing. It really wasn't. I promise. So, yeah. So then I was like, oh, God, ugh. Duh. And then I saw the play again, and it was really good. Without the whole premise of, the whole bias. I mean, I appreciated it for what it was. It was a really good play, and I really enjoyed the actors in it, and this person was good in it, and he really is a good actor, and he's so amazing, and I just felt like shit because I'm just a horrible person, and yeah, but it didn't matter, because then afterwards I was like, okay, you're not going to seek him out, you're not going to seek anybody out, you're not going to make a big spectacle of yourself, you're not going to do anything, you're here alone, you don't have a net, you don't have a conscience, you don't have a filter, you don't have anything, you need to get the hell out of here. Because this person did see you, and you need, yeah. Although I will say, when I found out that it was going to go inside, I was just kind of like, oh my God, what if, like, the cast was like, oh, hey, it's Cookie Girl, yeah. It didn't happen. So, and the other thing is, I got confirmation, because I wanted to know if it got delivered. I got confirmation that it did get delivered, but it was signed by somebody named Rusty. So, I don't even know if this person got the cookies. And if he didn't, then for all intents and purposes, he does not know that I feel like shit. Because I didn't actually apologize in any other form. And I didn't recant or anything. So, and the fact that he saw me there and then didn't come out after, and I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, good. I feel like I know this is really paranoid and narcissistic, but I felt like he was avoiding me at all costs, because I can't even be mad about it, because I really humiliated him, I guess, or hurt him, or I was a shitty person to him, and he doesn't deserve that, and whatever reason that I think that I should get treated a certain way by this person is not, it's not okay. And if he didn't get the cookies, then he doesn't know that I'm sorry. So that's what this video is kind of about. So, oh my God. To paraphrase, because I had this in my mind. To paraphrase one of my favorite movies. That is set in Chicago. Never Been Kissed. To this man, you know who you are. I am so sorry. I really am. I'm sorry about what I said. And I'm sorry if anybody else saw it and was offended, because it was really shitty. The play was not about white guilt. I just have a lot of guilt. And I'm white. So. And I think the reason that initially I was offended, I figured it out seeing that the second time, is because I am like, a lot like the girl in it. Which, if you see it, you know how that ends. So, and her family, who were all white, is all, it's not exactly like my family, like they're not totally racist, but, you know, it reminded me of my family and the fact that they were being communists or whatever. I was offended. And I took it above and beyond, and it shouldn't have been that offensive. I just got all butthurt Betty about it. And, you know, and now this is to the other actors who see this, so, I don't know. I feel like the play is about, like, not even bigger. Like, just, it's not only the black rat. And I tweeted this last night. Yeah. I feel like the black rat is, like, anybody's inner demons, and I feel like that all the time. Like, somebody in my head is going, that's all you are, you're a stalker, you're a bitch, you're a horrible person. And I have to sit there and go, no, I'm not. I'm really not. And a lot of the times I give into it. I'm just like, you know what, fine. I'm a slut. I'm a bitch. I'm a brat. I don't care. And it shouldn't be like that. And so I'm taking responsibility for my actions, and I'm saying that I was in the wrong. And I'm very sorry to all the actors who saw it too. Because I didn't mean to offend your play. And what I really, really wanted to say is please do not hold this against this person. It's not his fault that I'm a shitty person and I choose to stop, be associated with him. Please do not link me with him. I mean, yeah. Does that sound right? I don't even... Please do not take my actions for him, because it's not his fault. And I hope that you will continue to employ him, and yeah. And I promise that I will not go and badmouth your plays anymore. I promise to go in with an open mind and grow as a person, metaphorically. Anyway, also, like I said, don't actually know if you got the cookies, and and the fact that I said this now, if any of the actors from The Thing are watching this, you know exactly who I'm talking about, or if you don't, then if you could tell this person that I did about this, that'd be cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. Basically. So, yeah. Okay. Bye. Oh, yeah. Also, if you really want to know details, I don't know why you would want to know anything else. I've basically told you everything, that I'm a horrible person. But if you want to know, if you really don't know by the end of this video who I'm talking about, you're really dumb. Or you just don't know me. But if you really are curious, you can feel free to ask me about it. But this is all I want to say about it. And I don't want to bring it up anymore. Just want to move on and die of shame. So